Hello, welcome to this park, where I wanted to talk about Spy Family Code White. I believe, I truly believe that's the name of the movie. But, anyways, so I just got out of the movie, and I thought that going to a children's park at 1 a.m. on a Friday night was the thing to do, was the absolute best decision I could have made, especially in the middle of Atlanta. So, let's talk about Spy Family. So, I'm gonna be very brief with this review because I don't want to waste a lot of your time, which is my main worry with Spy Family. I'll get that in a minute. Let's just put a pin on that. The main thing about Spy Family Code White is that even though this is a non-canon movie, you still get fairly entertained, especially if you're a fan of Spy Family. If you're a fan of Spy Family and you want to see some good Lloyd action, and then you want to see some good Yor action, and obviously Anya be Anya, you're gonna get it. This is going to be the movie for you. You're going to get exactly what made Spy Family famous in the first place. And that is great. That's something that I absolutely love. The movie runs about two hours, actually. It lasts about 2 hours. There's screaming. There's screaming over there. So, the movie lasts about 2 hours, and honestly, you don't feel it. You feel fairly entertained, and everything that it's there to like about Spy Family, it's there, and that is the beauty of it. But that's also my main worry. So let's take it out of the pen real quick. Because even though this movie is going to fulfill your Spy Family needs, you have a very lovey story of the family going into a little vacation where they get into some shenanigans and they have to power through it. There's problems ahead, and there's family development. So there's two main things that people like Spy Family about for, and those things are actually shown here very well, which is the little dichotomy that Lloyd and Yor have, as well with Anya, and obviously just like to see the shenanigans that Anya is gonna get into. So those are the two main things that people like Spy Family for. And I could not stop but to think that Kaguya-sama Love is War came out with a movie not too long ago. This movie came after the third season. Now, Spy Family only has 2 seasons so far, and they came out with a movie. But in comparison, we have kind of similar level of episodes going on. They might differ. I'm not an expert necessarily. But the point is that I could not stop but to think about Kaguya-sama Love is War movie. Because that movie is canon to Kaguya-sama. This movie is not canon. But although I had a blast, and if you're a fan of Spy Family, you're going to love it. The main worry and why I wanted to come to this abandoned children's park, and I really hope that during this video there's not a little kid over there just fuck. Now I realize why this was such a bad idea. Legit. Anyways, let me make this quick. So, my main worry with Spy Family is exactly why this movie kind of worried me a little. Because I am, in a way, very glad that they did not make this movie canon. Why? Because although it has all the things that a Spy Family fan will love, it also has the thing that makes me worried about Spy Family, which is that nothing happens. That's the thing. With this movie being non-canon, as far as I'm concerned at least, nothing's going to happen. The story is not going to change. Lloyd and Yor are still going to be, trying to hide their secret identity from the other, and they want to do whatever they can to continue with the facade. And Anya is going to be Anya. But are we going to get closer to a stronger relationship between Yor and Lloyd? Are we going to get closer to Anya developing further into her school? Are we going to see development? Are we going to see consequences? Are we going to see characters furthering themselves? Not just the story, but themselves, to where we can see them grow. That shit scared the fuck out of me. I literally thought, okay, that's it. Okay. All right, cool. But that's my main worry with Spy Family, because I loved Spy Family Season 1, and I cannot wait for Yor and Lloyd to develop further into their relationship, to advance, to not just like seemingly flirt because the plot kind of is indirectly making them flirt, but because they want to. In this movie, little kind of spoiler alert, even though it's not necessarily one, we have the same thing that Lloyd always says that has me frustrated at this point, which is, I need to keep up this family in order to continue with the mission. I want to see him, at least for one episode, just say, I want to keep this family going. Even if the mission fails, I still want this family to keep going, because that's the thing. In Spy Family, we get a lot of Lloyd and Yor at risk of losing the family because the facade is going to fall apart, and then they kind of fix it. But the reasoning why Lloyd wants to fix this is mainly because he wants to continue with the mission, because that's his duty. So I haven't really seen a development on his end to where he thinks, you know what, Yor is actually a good woman, and I am actually developing feelings for Anya, to where I want to raise her as a daughter of my own, even if I had or not the mission going on. Same thing with Yor. I think we've seen that Yor does have like a crush on Lloyd, but she just gets easily startled. But it doesn't move forward, That's the thing. I don't feel like the relationship is moving forward. I'm not saying that they need to end up together. I just want to see more development. And that's why this movie, in a way, made me glad it was non-canon. Because if this movie had been canon, I would have felt more frustrated, because the same things happened. You're still going to get your Lloyd, your things with Anya, but at the end of the day, you really don't get that advancement from the characters. You're still at square one. Still that they haven't moved forward character-wise. And that's my main worry with Spy Family. And I feel like some people might drop the anime because of it. I don't want to drop Spy Family. I love Anya. And this is an anime that I've shared with my mother. So this is one of those like bonding animes that I have with my mom. And I don't want to drop it. But I am worried, very worried, that the relationship is not going to move forward. Like I said, it's not that I want them together, or that I want Anya to already get all the Stellas, or that I want Anya to end up with Raymond, or whatever the little boy's name is. It's not that. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I want them to already get to a relationship or anything like that. It's just that I feel that the characters are still at square one, where their only motivation is their initial motivation. And I think that's one of the things that attracted me so much to Spy Family. The fact that their initial motivation is to hide their identities. And then to see them maybe change their motivation into, you know what? This is a thing that we might actually want. That is the main attracting point for me, to see that development. But I'm not seeing it. Now, in Kaguya-sama Love is War, the movie that came out, furthered the plot in a way I cannot describe. It was like every other thing of Kaguya-sama is way better than the one before. And it furthered the plot and furthered the characters in such a beautiful way that I could not help but to think, this movie, the Spy Family movie, I'm very glad that is non-canon. Otherwise, I would feel like it would have been a waste of time because nothing happened. Even though a lot of things happened, nothing truly happened. Anyways, that's my rant. Let me know if you have seen Spy Family Code White. Like I said, if you like Spy Family and you're not really into the whole, oh, I want to see the characters react, and you just want to look at some shenanigans happen, get your Lloyd fix, your Yor fix, and your Anya fix, you're gonna love this movie. I'm not saying that it's a bad movie. This is mostly a complaint on how I think the series might go and how I don't want them to go. I just want to see like a little bit of progress. Just that's it. Little bit of progress. All right. That's it. See ya.